It was deemed a must-win homestand before it began, and after 5 wins in 8 games, Sox fans like what they have seen. Hey, that ball hit deep to left field by Paco Martin. Canseco will jump. You can't put it on the board. Yes! Last night, Dave Martinez singled home the game winner in the 10th inning to beat Oakland. Tonight, the Sox go for their 3rd straight victory next, right here over WGN. From Comiskey Park in Chicago, Illinois, WGN Sports is proud to present Chicago White Sox baseball. Tonight it's Mark McGwire and the Oakland Athletics versus the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas, and the Chicago White Sox. Hi, everybody, and welcome to beautiful Comiskey Park with Tom Paciorek. I'm Ken Harrelson. As we get set to bring you the 3rd of this 4-game set, Sox have taken the first 2. They won game 1 10-6, and last night Dave Martinez with that base hit as they won it 3-2 and 10. And Wimpy tonight, the big bats on both sides, but Doug Drabek against Dave Tailgater.
Yeah, that's right. We don't know a whole lot about Tailgater, but he does have pretty good stuff, although most of the Oakland A's pitching staff is really struggling on the season, and their earned run average right there at the bottom of the league. But Doug Drabek pitched a very good ball game, 7 innings pitched, and he gave up just 2 runs in beating the California Angels. White Sox starting pitching has been great on this homestand.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. Game 3 of this 4-game set, and we will be back with the rest of the starting lineups right after this.
Chicago White Sox baseball on WGN. Brought to you by Miller Lite, who reminds you that anything can happen at Miller time. Your local Ford dealer. See your favorite Ford dealer today and see why there's more to afford. Coca-Cola, always a hit, always Coca-Cola. Hoover, nobody gets the dirt like Hoover, nobody. Toyota and their full line of quality cars and trucks. Aflac, insuring over 40 million people worldwide. Montgomery Ward. And by Southwest Airlines, with fares so low, you have the freedom to go places.
Good evening and welcome back to Comiskey Park in Chicago for the 3rd in this 4-game series between the White Sox and the Oakland A's. Sox have won the first 2, and we have a beautiful evening for baseball here in Chicago tonight. Artie Howe is the skipper of the Oakland A's, and here's his lineup for tonight. Leading off in center field, Damon Mayshore. Batting second and DHing is Jason Joppy. Jose Canseco is in left field. He'll hit 3rd. Cleanup man at playing first base is Big Mark McGwire. Geronimo Baroja is in right field in the 5th spot, followed by second baseman Scott Spezio, who homered last night. Dave Magadan plays 3rd and hits 7th. Batting 8th behind the plate is George Williams, and bringing up the rear at shortstop, Tony Batista. And here's the White Sox lineup brought to you by Coca-Cola. Albert Bell in left field, Dave Martinez in center, Lyle Bouton plays right. Tony Phillips returns to 3rd base. Ozzie Guillen is your shortstop. Ray Durham at 2nd, and Frank Thomas is at 1st. Tony Pena behind the plate. Doug Drabek, the 34-year-old right-hander from the Harvard of the Southwest, the University of Houston, on the mound. 2-3 record with a 6.15 earned run average. He has started 6, 33 2/3 innings. He's given up 31 hits, 16 walks, and 13 strikeouts. The umpires are friends in blue. Greg Kosk at home plate. Al Clark is at 1st, Dan Morrison at 2nd, and Larry Barnett at 3rd base. We are ready for some baseball. Here's the Huckaroo.
All right, Wimpy, thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Chicago White Sox baseball from beautiful Comiskey Park right here over WGN Sports. Damon Mayshore gets set to lead it off as the first pitch of the ball game from Doug Drabek, and he pours it over for a strike. Mayshore coming in hitting at 300, a homer. He has knocked in 7. He is 1 for 7 in this series. Outfield bunch shaded him slightly to the right as that pitch up high. 347 down each line, 375 in the gaps, 400 straightaway center field. And as Wimpy mentioned, just a lovely evening. A bit cool, but a beautiful day here in Chicago. There's a strike, and the count moves to 1-2. Athletics coming in hitting at 248 as a club. You saw that graphic earlier. 5.48 team ERA. Sox on the other side of that page hitting at 266. with a 4.15 team ERA. Curveball, he's gone, and that's out number 1.
Well, the key for Doug Drabek is to change speeds, not throw the same pitch to any hitter. And there's a good hook right there. A lot of movement, a lot of late movement. As you can see, Masher way out in front. No contact, first out of the ball game. Strikeouts, the Oakland A's have struck out more than any other team, followed by the Tigers, Twins, Red Sox, and Mariners.
Here's the DH, Jason Giambi. Takes that fastball high. Jason hitting at .256, 4 homers, 19 ribbies. And he is 2 for 9 in this series. A's with that record of 15 and 20. There's a good change right off the end of the bat. And the Athletics have played 21 road games. They have won 7 of them. Sox have played 19 home games, and they have won 8 of them. Well, the Sox with his 2-game winning streak. 4.5 games back. Make that 5 now as Milwaukee beat Anaheim 4-3 at County Stadium this afternoon. That's high and deep into center field. Dave Martinez, he's back. He's got plenty of room now right on the track. And that's out number 2. And we'll check some finals for you. At Fenway Park, Texas beat Boston 11-5. Detroit, Buddy Bell's Tigers shut out the Tribe 6-0 at Tiger Stadium. Mariners in 11 innings over the Orioles 3-2 at Camden Yards. Yankees beat the Royals 5-2 at the stadium. I mentioned a 4-3 Brewer victory over Anaheim. And Toronto did not score in the top of the first at Minnesota. 2 down to the left fielder, Jose Canseco. Jose hitting at .230. Big strike 1. He has 5 homers, 19 knocked in. He has faced Doug Drabek twice in his career, and he's 0 for 2. So you look at Canseco, 1 for 9. McGuire 0 for 8 in the first 2 games. That might be one reason the Sox have won the first 2, 1 for 17, and that being a single.
That's very true, but you know, the Sox pitchers, particularly McGuire, hasn't had a whole lot to swing at.
They made some great pitches on him. That's in the right field. Lyle Mouton coming on. He's there, reaches down, snags it, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning, and after half inning of play, it's Oakland nothing, and the good guys coming up.
No score, bottom of the first inning, a 1-2-3 inning for Doug Drabek. And here is the Sox lineup brought to you by Coca-Cola. Leading off at third base, Tony Phillips. Batting second at second, Ray Durham. The big hurt, Frank Thomas, returns to first base. He'll hit third. Cleanup man, Albert Bell in left. Harold Baines is your DH in the 5th spot, followed by right fielder Lyle Mouton. The bottom third of the lineup will feature Dave Martinez in center field, Tony Pena behind the plate, and at shortstop, Ozzie Guillen. The A's on defense have Canseco, Mayshore, and Baroja in the outfield. Magadan, Batista, Spezio, and McGuire are the infielders. George Williams behind the plate, and Dave Gator on the mound, 0-2 with a 5.12 ERA. Dave has 6 starts, 47 hits and 38 2/3, 14 walks, 19 strikeouts.
So the first pitch to Tony Phillips, third baseman. That's hit into left field. Canseco having trouble picking it up, and he can't get there. He lost it in the sun, so Tony Phillips will pull in a second with a leadoff double.
Jose does not have sunglasses, as you can see. Didn't anticipate that, but he definitely got a bad jump on that ball because of the sun. Because this is pretty routine. That ball had a lot of hang time.
Oh, that's just a routine fly ball right there. I mentioned he didn't pick it up. The sunglasses non-existent. And now he's shading his eyes out there. He still is not going to call for him as Ray Durham fakes the bunt, takes the ball. So Tony, his 5th 2-bagger. And Ray hitting at 266. Ray 1 for 10 in the first 2 ball games. Huge gap in left center. As he gets out in front, hooks that one hard. That evens the count at 1. One final in the National League this afternoon. The Giants beat the Cubs 4-2 out in San Francisco. Other action will show Houston and Florida. Braves take on the Pirates in Pittsburgh. Colorado at Philadelphia. Mets against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Montreal in Los Angeles. And San Diego will host the Cincinnati Reds. A pitch low, and before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours. Two and 1 the count. The big hurt Frank Thomas on deck. Albert Bell in the hole. Yes, Batista. Ball hit him. I think it did. Yeah, right in the back of the arm, it looked like. Ouch. Boy, that'll make you hot as a runner when you get drilled on a pickoff attempt when you're only about 4 or 5 feet off the bag.
You think that's going to make Tony hot?
Yes. Ow.
That'll make him madder. Oh, yeah.
There's the butt. That'll get the job done. Tailgater's got to hurry. They don't get it. Beautiful butt single by Ray Durham, and the Sox are cooking here in the bottom of the first.
What a great job by Ray. The main purpose right here is to get that guy to third base with less than 2 outs as Tug Raider grabs Tony's arm right where he got hit, making sure that that's where it was. Look at this. He drags it by the pitcher, and Tailgater with his glove hand. Wow, that's a close play. Bang, bang. Tie goes to the runner. It looks like that was Tailgater's only play. I don't think he could have gotten it with his bare hand. Nice try.
So runners at the corners, nobody out, and here's Big Frank hitting at 348. 3 homers and 19 knocked in. Frank 4 for 8 in this series with a homer and 2 ribbies. The Tailgater making sure that Ray Durham knows he's aware of his speed. Tailgater out of Middletown, New York. 11 and 14 in his major league career. Frank takes that pitch low and inside. The last 10 days, Frank hitting at 455. Look at little Joey Cora.
How about it? Another homer today.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
He's awesome, isn't he?
Woo-hoo. He's just putting the Mariner team right on his back.
Oh, yeah. He can do it, you know. There's the strike. One and 1 the count. Outfield playing Frank to pull just slightly. Durham pretty good lead at first. That ball hit deep. Way back. They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes. 3-run shot by the Big Hurt. And it's 3-0 good guys. He hung one and Frank hurt it.
Oh my, did he hurt it. Like a laser going out of here. No doubt about this one. Count was 1-1. A big 3 spot. 4th homer, and Frank now 22 RBIs. Came in hitting at 348. Here it is again. He hung the breaking ball. Bell tie center cut, and watch this. Back foot came off the ground. Boy, Frank was hitting some ungodly line drives in batting practice today.
So here's Albert. Takes that pitch a little high. Albert hitting at 240. 5 homers, 19 ribbies. And of course, for every home run that the Big Hurt hits, Wendy's will donate $100 to the Frank Thomas Foundation to benefit children and the cause of adoption. Breaking ball. So Albert in good shape at 2-0. Yeah, I think this home run today, a little something special for Frank. I'm sending a big White Sox hello and hope you're feeling better to his dad. Mr. Thomas had some surgery. Frank asked me to convey his love and best wishes to his father. That's off the corner, 3-0. Also, Frank and Gary Reinsdorf, myself, went to a tribute to Jackie Robinson this morning.
Great.
Put on by Jesse Jackson and Operation This Push Foundation over there. I'll tell you, we had a great time. 500 members in attendance tonight as there's the strike and the count goes to 3-1. So the big hurt thrilled him. There's Rachel Robinson, the lovely Rachel Robinson on the left. As there's the strike. Gary Reinsdorf on the right. Reverend Jesse Jackson. We had a great time over there this morning. I'll tell you, there was so much energy in the hall. It was just beautiful. Three balls, two strikes to Bell. Breaking ball. Just did get a piece of it. And right now, let's check out our picks to click tonight, brought to you by Montgomery Ward. Waldo, Skip Ellison, our producer director, went with Harold. Wimpy went with Dave Martinez. Dougie North and I are going with Albert Bell.
That's great. That's why he got an extra swing, you know, right there, because of your luck.
You think?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2 he made on him. That ball hit into right field. Baroa backs up a little bit. He's there, and that's out number one. So here's Harold. Harold hitting at .314, 3 homers. He has 9 knocked in. You see he's 2 for 3. Takes a fastball strike. You're just tuning in, the double by Phillips. Beautiful bunt single by Ray Durham and a 3-run blast by Frank Thomas. Watch out. Way inside. That's the 7th home run that Dave Tailgater has thrown this year in his 7th start. This is 7th start. He has made 1 relief appearance. He shakes him off 3 times. Outfield playing Harrell around to the left as that pitch inside. So 2 balls and a strike to Baines. Lyle Mouton on deck. There's a fastball strike, outer half. A 3-0 Sox lead here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Breaking pitch to Hopper. Scott Spezio. Over to McGuire, and that's out number 2. So here comes Mouton. Lyle hitting at .322. Couple of homers. He has knocked in 7. 4 for 10 in this series with 1 of those homers. And 2 of those 7 ribbies. Drops that curveball over. 34-year-old veteran Doug Drabek. Well, it's nice to get a 3-spot that quick.
Who was it ever?
Like you, Big Bob. You know,
Yep.
getting a par on that first hole. Or a bogey, you know.
Yeah, either or. I'll take it.
Yeah. Anything rather than one of those dreaded X's.
I never put one of those down.
He muscles that one up the middle. So
bogey's high as I go.
La Mouton picks up a single. 4th hit of the inning for the Sox.
Big Lyle is so strong, he just muscles this one right through the infield. He's a strong man. It's like that guy holding him on at first base. Look at that fastball inning. He looked like he got in a trademark. Just muscles it right by everyone. Whew.
Here's Dave Martinez, one of last night's heroes. Boy, Dave with that clutch, 2 out. Single to knock in Paco Martin in the bottom of the 10th to win it for the good guys 3-2. Decent lead by Mouton as that pitch tails off the plate. Drops that breaking ball over. That evens the count at 1. So David 1 for 3 lifetime against Tailgater. Boy, there's a nice little slot right out there in right center field, Big Bob. That's another good curveball.
Yeah, it's a good slot.
He's really only made one mistake with that curveball. And fortunately for Tailgater, fortunately for us, it got out of here in a hurry.
Yeah, it looks like the curveball might be his best pitch. Got a good sharp break to it, but boy, he hung that one to the wrong guy, Big Frank. Because we've seen him do that before.
Frank throughout his career has been a notorious first inning home run hitter.
Yeah, a lot. Get on the board early. That's good. Yeah, he's got his average up over 350.
What new?
Right what I'm weighing about now.
2-2. I'll tell you. Frank. That's
He's
why
something.
they call him the Big Hurt, you know. He
Pound
can hit.
for pound.
Get a good jump go, Lau. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. There he goes. That ball hit deep to right field. Curveball. Brewer looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes! He got that breaking ball up. And it's 5-0 Sox.
Well, Dave Martinez, his last 2 at-bats have been real good. Yesterday, Aaron Small threw a changeup upstairs, and he rocketed it into right field for the RBI single that won the ball game. And then right there, a breaking ball upstairs. He smokes it into the seats in right as Bob Cluck is on his way out to the mound to have a little conference with his pitcher. Let's see this again. Curveball, recognition. Actually, that was a little bit better pitch than the one Frank hit. Watch Dave just go down and get this. Makes that contact out front. Oh, yeah, nice catch by a fan, too. Lefty.
Nice crowd on hand tonight. It's tailgating night with Dave Tailgater on the mound.
Yeah.
So here's Tony Pena. Tony hitting at 167, had a big base hit last night, knocking in a run. 5-5-0 for the Sox. There's fastball strike on the outside corner. Drops that hook over. Outfield around to the right. This Oakland outfield, if you have not seen the first 2 games, they for the most part play everybody shallow. real shallow. Breaking ball. They estimate the distance on Dave Martinez' homer at 392.
I believe him. Yeah, David doing a great job now staying back, jumping at the ball a little bit. Maybe he's hitting those little flares to left field early on.
Well, he's a good hitter.
Darn right he is. He hit 300 the last 2 seasons.
You know, when you go in a funk like the Sox were in there for a while, that's contagious. Well, I'll tell you, you get guys trying to pick everybody up, all of a sudden trying to do a little too much, and all of a sudden you go into a slump. Got him on the outside corner, breaking pitch, but the Sox do some damage. 3-run homer by Thomas, 2-run shot by Martinez, and after one, it's the Sox by 5. As you peruse our Southwest Airlines tail of the tape, it's looking good right now. 5-0 good guys. And we're talking about how Frank has been a prolific first inning home run hitter. Look at this. 52 career home runs in the first inning. That's good.
That's amazing.
That is. Here's Mark McGwire. Mark hitting at 274, 12 homers. He's knocked in 27. Pops this pitch up. Frank is trying to come back, but the wind's got it, and it'll take it back about 2 rows. Mark, as we mentioned, 0 for 8 in this series, but Sox pitchers have really made. I mean, they just been staying away, working the outside corner, out, and out.
Yeah. He likes to get his big arms extended out over the plate, but they're just making great pitches at the knees.
Well, he's a great low ball hitter, though.
Oh, yes, he is.
Incidentally, what? Wimpy?
Frank now has 226 career homers. Just thought I'd throw that in. Thank you.
Well, you know, we are glad that you decided to throw that in.
Yeah, it's big, you know.
That's out of play. Mike Pasick, pitching coach. Doug Drabeck making his 7th start. Doug has won 139 ball games in his career and lost 115. Former Cy Young Award winner. That's playable right side. Lau Mouton got a late jump now coming on as Durham makes a call right over the shoulder. I don't think Lau picked that ball up. It's a tough time of the night to be picking up the ball off the bat.
Well, we saw Canseco have a lot of trouble, but that was the Sunfield in the bottom half of the first inning. Ray Durham, he can go get him out there, though.
He has, as we talked about, as much, if not more, range than any second baseman I have ever seen on pop-ups. It's amazing. Remember that one we saw him catch last year, almost in short left center field?
Oh, yeah.
Here's Geronimo Barroa hitting at 322. Good fastball hitter, takes that breaking ball upstairs. To another count. Geronimo 2 for 9 in this series. Pena setting up on the outer half. He's out in front of that one. That's foul. Barroa, one of the better fastball hitters, one of the better top hands in the American League. 32-year-old veteran. He keeps that right side up through the swing, and he can hit some high fastballs.
Yeah, it's interesting. He really has just come into his own over the last 3 years.
Isn't that amazing?
Not a lot of PT before becoming an Oakland A.
That's out of play right side. Well, a lot of guys come along late in their careers, as you are very well aware of.
Yeah, that's very true. One thing, you got to stay ready, and obviously Barroa has done a good job of that. Didn't get a real good opportunity with the Brave organization. A little bit of time with Florida. Well, he's made the most of his opportunity here in Oakland.
Curveball, he's gone. We mentioned he's a good fastball hitter.
Second strikeout for Dougie. And second curveball. Strikeout. Look at this. Whoop. Ooh. That's a tough pitch to hit right there.
That's going to get a whole bunch of them. So here's the good-looking young second baseman, just 24 years old, Scott Spezio. Takes a fastball strike. Scott, 3 for 8 in this series with a homer. That homer last night tied the ball game at 2, coming in the 8th inning. Son of Ed. Good little infielder. And it certainly appears that Scott is much more adept with the wood, you know, than his dad.
I'm sure Ed will tell you that. Look at this.
That's down into the corner, so that's extra bases for Spezio. And the first hit for the Oakland A's. That's his 13th double.
Yeah. There you see Sprague, Ed Sprague, Bernie Williams, Paul O'Neill. Top the list in American League doubles leaders. Boy, coming home, playing in front of his home fans. You have to be a little bit nervous. He's 4 for 9 in this series. That's great for him.
Yeah, Scott from Morris, Illinois.
Yes.
Attended the University of Illinois. He's got a lot of friends and family in attendance.
As well he should.
So here's Dave Magadan, 34-year-old veteran. Dave playing third base tonight. Scott Brocious has been in a slump. Every time Scott hit the ball hard in the first 2 games, it was right at somebody and somebody making a heck of a play on him.
Well, Dave Magadan had a homer and a single. He got into the game late, the first game of the series. Then last night he was inserted. He made a big error in the 10th inning. That set the stage for Dave Martinez's game-winning RBI.
Of course, Art Howe not here as he is at the graduation of his daughter. Duffy Dyer running the ball club.
The Duffer from ASU, the New York Mets.
There's the strike. Count evens at 1. I've always thought Dave Magadan was just a real solid hitter up there. Every time I've ever seen him play, he's hit the ball well.
Yeah.
Of course, being in the National League, almost all of his career, didn't see him play that much.
Yeah, most of his career has been with the Mets. Very quiet head. Just gets a good look at everything. You don't see him overstriding. Got a very short, compact swing. Short stride, very big key for him. 289 career average. That's not too shabby. There's the Duffer.
Draybeck with a 2-1 count to Magadan. Yeah, he's got quiet hands up there on that bat. Draybeck the long set. Watch out.
Woo.
Brad Fisher, first base coach. Hang loose. 2-2.
And while we have a moment, I want to send out a special birthday wish to my son Andy. His birthday is the 13th. It's coming up on Tuesday. And also a belated birthday wish to Sarah Staton. In lieu of expensive gifts, of course.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the top of the second inning. 5 runs, 5 hits for the Sox. No runs, 1 hit for the Athletics. Finale tomorrow afternoon of this homestand. Sox on this 11-game homestand are 5-3. Then they take off to Anaheim for 2, Seattle for 2, and Oakland for 3 before returning home. That breaking ball low, so a full count to Magadan.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of the interleague play. A lot of 2-game series. And the Sox are going to have a tough schedule next week. You know, flying into Anaheim for 2 and then all the way up to Seattle, and then over the weekend will be in Oakland. As the next televised game will be from Anaheim on Monday. That's 9 o'clock Central Time.
Danny Darwin against Alan Watson in that one. Payoff pitch to Magadan. That's ball 4. So Drabek had retired 5 in a row before the double off the bat of Spezio. Now he walks Magadan. Here comes the switch hitting catcher, George Williams. George hitting at 207. No homers, a couple RBIs. He's 1 for 3 in this series. Well, that one hit was a rocket off the right shoulder of James Baldwin in game 1. James is all right. He will not miss his next start. In fact, he's going to start the second game on Tuesday against the Angels. That was scary.
Yeah.
That was a bullet. There's JB. Well, he went 5 strong innings, giving up no earned runs. As there's a base hit in the left field. They're going to wave Spezio around. Here's the throw by Albert. Not in time, and it's a 5-1 ball game. All is coming with 2 out.
Third RBI of the season for George Williams, and that's the way you got to approach Doug Drabek. A lot of off-speed stuff. You got to think inside out, go the opposite way, and pull him accidentally.
Well, it looks like Drabek's got 2 speeds. You know, with nobody on, he's working, getting and throwing it. All of a sudden, get a base runner. He has just shut it down.
Yeah, we have seen that.
And
yeah.
it's just tough to maintain any kind of tempo or rhythm out there on that mound when you're working nicely, quickly, getting it, throwing it. So 1 in, 2 on, 2 out. And here's the shortstop, Tony Batista, hitting at 174. Tony has been to the plate 4 times in this series, and he is hitless. And certainly Wimpy and I would like to wish all the mothers out there a very happy Mother's Day tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
There's strike 1. One of my favorite days of the year.
It's a great day, isn't it?
It is. It really is. A lot of the other holidays, well, you know, they're nice, but Mother's Day, something special. That ball hit deep to left. Albert goes back. He looks up. You can put this one on the board. Got that fastball, and all of a sudden we got ourselves a 5-4 ball game.
And all coming after 2 were out. Wow. Boy, he was short and quick here at Tony Batista. That's his second homer, a 3-run shot. He now has 5 runs batted in. Whew. So he can dial it up. That pitch is about thigh high. You see those hands low. Oh, man, that's a pretty good pitch to hit.
Damon Mayshore fouls that pitch off. He struck out on a good curveball. So a 5-4 ball game. Wow. See the difference right here? He just gets it and throws it with nobody on. Ooh, what a huge difference in tempo. That curveball in the dirt, and the count moves to 1-2. That home run by Tony Batista, the 44th of the year hit by Oakland. Sox have 29. Checks it up, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's the 22-year-old right-hander Carlos Castillo starting to loosen up for the Sox. That ball hit down the right field way, foul, and it's going to be out of play. Certainly our congratulations go out to the Bulls on that come from behind victory today over the Hawks. I'll tell you, I took a little snooze this afternoon, Wimpy. Late in the third quarter, the Hawks were winning about 6-7 points. I woke up. Bulls got them about 20.
You ought to fall asleep more often.
I know. You know.
Yeah, they put that Doberman D on them in the second half. I was listening to the ball game.
Here's the 2-2. That's popped up right side. That's playable. Mutal coming on. Can of corn. And that'll retire the side, but 4 2-out runs cross the plate for the Athletics, and after an inning and a half, it's Sox by 1. That's the story here in the bottom of the second. Sox with 5 big first inning runs, and that has diminished greatly as Tony Batista cranked out a 3-run shot after an RBI single off the bat of George Williams. Ozzie Guillen will lead it off. Guillen in the top of the order. Tony Phillips, as that's down the left field line. Canseco playing him that perfectly, makes the catch, and this one out. And we were mentioning about George Williams' line shot off the shoulder of James Baldwin. Wimpy earlier before the game had a chance to talk with JB.
Well, actually, it was nothing. It was just hit right on the muscle, which is good. It could have been either the collarbone, which it was close to.
Yeah.
You know, thank God I got out the way at the right time. So, you know, it was unfortunately it was breaking up actually a no-hitter to something that it was a line drive, and I didn't even see the ball. So it happened so quick immediately where I got kind of scared because with the incident with Will Blair, I think that scared a lot of pitchers. So for myself, I was definitely scared out there.
And deservedly so. Wow. Boy, there have been a lot of pitchers smoked by line drives already this season. As Tony hits that one right side, speeds you up with it very quickly. 2 gone. Tony now 1 for 2, had that double leading off last inning. So here's Ray Durham. As he steps in, we'll check some particulars for you. Tigers shut out the Tribe 6-0 in Detroit. Omar Olivares a winner. He is 2-2. Colon takes the loss 0-2. Bobby Higginson cranked out his 5th. And big Tony Clark, 6'7" first baseman, cranked out his 11th.
Go figure that one. Detroit shuts out Cleveland in Tiger Stadium. Pretty amazing.
Pitch inside. Rangers hammered Boston 11-5 at Fenway. Patterson a winner 4-3. Slocum, Heathcliff Slocum. I love that name. Takes the loss. He's 0-2. Juan Gonzalez hit a grand slam in the 9th inning. That's his 2nd of the year. And Mo Vaughn cranked out his 8th. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball. Durham's gone, and that'll retire the side. So a 1-2-3 inning for Dave Tailgater. And after 2, it's the Sox by 1. Southwest Airlines tail of the tape. Southwest Airlines for the 2nd year in a row voted the #1 airline in the United States. Shows that the Sox lead at 5-4. Here in the top of the 3rd, it'll be Jason Giambi, Jose Canseco, and Mark McGwire to face Doug Drabek. Giambi 0 for 1, flight out deep to Dave Martinez in center. And he looks at that curveball down low. Five runs on 5 hits for the good guys. 4 runs on 3 hits for the Athletics. It's 2-0. Looking at some other scores and particulars. Yankees over Kansas City 5-2 at the stadium. Mendoza the winner 2-1. Kevin Napier takes the loss. He is 4-2. Mariano Rivera picked up his 12th save of the season. Paul O'Neill, he can hit. Cranked out his 6th homer, and Bernie Williams hit his 5th. As the count moves to 3-0 to Giambi. In 11 innings at Oriole Park, Mariners prevailed over Baltimore 3-2. Charlton the winner 2-1. Myers the loser 0-2. Joey Cora, only home run, his third of the year at 47,340 at Camden Yards. At 30,578 in Detroit.
Good.
Yeah. That's ball 4. So the leadoff man, the tying run aboard.
Hey kids, stop by Fundamentals on your next trip to Comiskey Park. Located at Gate 3, Fundamentals is a free interactive baseball training area. You can use the same equipment as the pros while getting pointers from the White Sox Training Center staff. Free clinic is held an hour before each game, so bring your glove and questions to Fundamentals. It's fun.
Here's Canseco. He lined out hard to Lyle Mouton his first trip. There's a big sweeping hook. Tell you, Canseco now in this series 1 for 10, and he has hit some bullets.
Yeah, he has. He could easily be 5 for 10.
He's dangerous. There's a strike on the outside corner. And very quickly they count 0-2. If you're talking about just pure distance, boy, Canseco and McGuire, they've logged some frequent flyer miles, I'll tell you.
They have launched them.
Way outside, nice pick by Tony Pena. A ball and 2 strikes to the 32-year-old veteran Jose Canseco. Big wide spread out stance, right foot real close to the plate. Boy, he almost covers the whole batter's box.
Yeah, emergency stance.
That's deep. That's way back. Martinez at the fence, jumps, and put it on the board. We talked about how dangerous he is, and suddenly from a 5-0 lead after 1, it is 6-5 Oakland. Number 6 for Canseco. So Drabek has walked 2. Both of them have scored.
Whew. Well, see, he's using no stride. He's so strong. He can just use his hands and hit that ball out of here. His pitch was pretty much belt high out over the plate.
0-1 the count to McGuire. Popped up to Durham his first trip. Is that off the end of the bat? Yeah, when you can be that spread out, that wide, and not stride, still hit them out over the center field fence. You're strong.
Yeah, you're powerful.
Breaking pitch, and McGuire is gone. Well, Oakland, they can thump. Boy, especially out in that ballpark now since it's been enclosed. Home run hitter's haven. They can put some points on the board in a heartbeat. As Geronimo Baroa stands in, he was a strikeout victim on a good curveball last inning. Looks at that pitch up high. There's a strike on the outside corner. Once again, Carlos Castillo. Let up pitch misses, and the count moves to 3-1.
Well, that home run by Canseco, 334 now in his career. Boy, he has missed a lot of games because of injuries, too. He and McGuire both.
A ton of time.
Yeah.
There's a good strike on the 3-1. Catching the outside corner with a slurve. Of course, that guy sitting to Canseco's right. Just about as strong as he is. Officer Fletcher. As he walks Baroja. That's no good. And here comes Terry Bevington. He's made the call to the bullpen. So a short stint for Doug Drabeck, as he will go 2 1/3, giving up the 6 runs on 4 hits, a couple of homers. And we'll be back with the numbers on Carlos Castillo right after this.
Doug Drabeck has a short outing this evening, 2 1/3, and gives way to Carlos Castillo. Well, Carlos, his job in long relief is to hold him right there. Sox scored 5 runs in the first inning, so there's plenty of baseball left. No record, 3.68 is his earned run average in 8 relief appearances, 14 2/3 innings of work. He has walked 8, striking out 8 while giving up 11 hits. So before the next hitter steps up to the plate, that'll be Scott Spezio. Let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Along with the Whipperoo, the Duke, Big Bob, Tom Pachori. Ken Harrelson from Comiskey Park, third of this 4-game set. As Wimpy just mentioned, Sox scored 5 in the first. Oakland came back with 4 in the second. They've added 2 here in the top of the third. There is 1 out. Barreau at first, and here is Scott Spezio. He doubled and scored. He started off that 4-run second with 2 out. That double down in the right field corner. Scott hitting at .299 as he stands in. Short lead by Barreau. Got to keep an eye on him. He'll steal a base if you give it to him. He's 2 for 3.
Well, Spezio's a little bit big for a second baseman, 6'2", 208. That's large. 262 was his average at Edmonton last year, with 20 homers, though, and 91 RBI. So there's a power factor there.
1-1 the count. Carlos has pretty good move over to first. Quick feet, but he does a long arm it just a little bit.
All right. Well, he's a candidate. He certainly is.
You dadgum right he is. That pitch inside, and the count moves to 2-1. Checking some scores for you in the National League. As we mentioned, the Giants defeated the Cubs 4-2 out in San Francisco. Top of the 4th at Florida. Houston shutting out the Fish 1-0. Atlanta 7, Pittsburgh 0. That's in the bottom of the 3rd at Three Rivers. Philadelphia leading the Rockies 2-1. Bottom of the 4th at Veterans Stadium. There's a little breaking ball in the inside corner to even the count at 2. Later on, the Mets take on the Cardinals in St. Louis. The Expos against the Dodgers in L.A. and Cincinnati at San Diego.
I forgot about Craig Ramon, rookie candidate.
Well,
he's good too.
He's very good.
Well,
But Scott Spezio certainly is right now at this point in time of the season a strong contender. Full count to Spezio. With one out, Broa probably will be off. Pena getting set. There he goes. There's a breaking ball strike to throw. Not in time. So Broa picks up his third stolen base. First strikeout for Carlos Castillo, 2 down. And here's Dave Magadan. He drew a walk last inning and scored. Opposition just having a field day with the Sox. And stolen base attempts. Whew, man. Big time. They are now 35 for 41. Some of those being pickoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Magadan takes that pitch down low. I don't know if I ever recall that.
No.
Jack Gould tells us 4 pickoffs. They're 35 for 37, so to speak.
I don't remember anybody being thrown out at second base.
Yeah, I do.
Who would that be?
I don't know, but I remember. Somebody's been thrown out. Twice.
Well, I remember we got at third base the Curtis Pride at third base in Detroit.
Well, the thing about it is a rule. You look at something like that, and the first thing you say to yourself, well, the pitcher's just not doing a good job in holding him on as he drops that off-speed pitch over in the count 1-2. But our guys have had some good shots at him.
Oh, yeah, there's been, I think it's a combination of both.
We have just not had a good first 31 ball games of throwing, so to speak.
Oh, yeah, that gives that other team a lot of opportunities to score.
Oh, and they have scored some huge runs like that as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And of course, another glaring stat that jumps out at you is the fact that the White Sox have given up more unearned runs than any other team in the American League, 32, and there's not anybody even close to 30. Look at that. Brewers have given up 21, Yankees 20, Oakland has 19, and Cleveland 18.
Well, Wimpy, that's one reason we've been scuffling, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And dead last in the league defensively. Yeah, that's an unearned run a game. That's not good.
1-2 the count to Dave Magadan. Two and two. I might have to get Frank to start getting off the bag a little bit, the way a lot of guys are doing it. Putting a little doubt. All you got to do, as I said, get off the bag a few feet, shake that left leg, and you get that runner wondering what's happening.
Yeah, we've seen a few guys do that, and boy, I'll tell you what, it's
tough to get a good jump.
Yeah.
Because first of all, you know, the runner is not used to it. Then all of a sudden, all you got to do, as I said, is move that left foot of that left leg, and now the runner's going to see that out of the corner of his eye. So you just kill just a fraction of a second of that jump. Anything. We got to try something.
Yeah.
They've been running us out of the ballpark.
That's right. That's right. And nobody's afraid to run on Frank's arm either.
No. Yes, he did. And that'll retire the side, but the Athletics get a 2-run homer from Jose Canseco, and after 2.5, they lead at 6-5. Sox led at 5-0. They now trail by 1 as you look at Chad Kruger, Ron Karkovice, Tony Pena, the Sox catching core. And prior to the game, we were talking about just how the opposition has been running. Well, it's not certainly because the Sox are just overlooking that fact. Everybody, Kruger, Karkovice, Pena, everybody out there trying to improve in that category. Under the watchful eye of Hard Art Kushner.
That's right.
Frank Thomas takes strike one in the inside corner. Frank, a 3-run homer in the first, his 4th of the year. He now has knocked in 22. Fastball pops him up right side. Big Mark McGwire, he's there. And that's out number 1. And a reminder, you can buy any Jewel brand product at a Chicagoland Jewel Osco now through May 21st and receive a voucher good for a free White Sox ticket. So visit your local Jewel Osco for details. Here's Albert Bell. Albert fly to Burrow in right field. Albert takes ball 1. Outfield playing him for the most part straight up. Errol Baines on deck. Off the end of the bat. Tony Batista right over the top, and quickly 2 gone. And Wimpy got some email.
We do.
Yeah, we got one from Jay Winter from Millfield, Ohio. Watches all the games over WGN. Said, "Dear Hawk and Wimpy, if there could be a Field of Dreams fantasy game between the all-star players of the first 30 years of baseball and the all-star players of today, who would win?" Well, that's a good question.
Oh, the players of today, because the players of first 30 years would be about 110 years old each. So, yeah.
Here's Harrell. Takes that sinker low and away. Tell you what, that'd be fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Pitch inside to count 2-0. And if you want to email us, poof, there it is. WGN-TV-Prague at Tribune.com. Curveball, dropped that one over. Fastball inside. Tailgater got himself a reprieve. Gave up 5 first-inning runs. Now all of a sudden he's got himself a lead. There's a chopper. Tough play. McGwire makes it. He'll take it himself. And that'll retire the side. So that is 7 in a row retired by Dave Tailgater. And after 3, he leads it by 1. Jose Canseco's 2-run homer in the 3rd inning has put the A's on top by 1. While the Athletics here in the 4th, it'll be George Williams, Tony Batista, and back to the top of the order with Damon Mayshore. Outfield around to the left, gap in right center. There's a slider off the plate. Oh. I love cotton candy. Fastball strike outside corner.
My teeth ache for those youngsters.
Cotton candy loves me, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just off the corner, says Greg Cox.
Well, they'll be bouncing off the walls tonight.
Look at that one in the back. Oh, boy, there's a shot base hit. So George Williams 2 for 2. First hit given up by Carlos Castillo. And that'll bring up Tony Batista. Boy, he cranked out a 3-run homer in the 2nd inning. Poof, here it is.
He got it all. That's about as far as Tony's going to hit a baseball.
Short lead by Williams, and the first pitch fastball strike over the outer half. Ron Washington now looking over to Duffy Dyer, the interim skipper we mentioned, Art Howe, at his daughter's graduation. Talked about how Batista holds that bat a little bit like Dick Allen used to. Pops this pitch up. Tony Pena got rid of that mask. He's there. And that's out number 1. And right now it's time to check out tonight's athletic trivia question. What White Sox player has hit the most game-winning home runs at New Comiskey Park? Well, the obvious answer would be the Big Hurt. But I got a feeling that's not the answer.
Robin Ventura.
That's mine.
No, I just said it.
Well, Limpy, why don't you give the fans a chance, you know, to get involved in this thing.
There I go, thinking about myself again.
I, and me.
Come to think of it, not many people have been doing enough for me lately. And you're one of them. Start thinking of Fillmore, too.
That pitch down low. Williams just a short lead over there at first.
Yeah, George isn't really built for speed.
He has yet to attempt one.
Aha, who does he look like? It just came to me. Former catcher.
There's a strike and a count 1-1.
For the Boston Red Sox.
He looks a little bit like Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah, right. You mean Robin?
He does. To me. That ball gets away from Tony Pena, so Williams will move into second on the wild pitch. Two balls, a strike, and out here in the top of the 4th. 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Athletics. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Sox. The Sox on top with wild pitches.
That just puts more guys in scoring position.
And it's 3-1. Jason Giambi on deck.
Yeah, I say Rich Gedman is who George Williams looks like.
I
facially.
don't think so.
Okay.
Nails the outside corner.
Did I ever tell you that you look like Robert Redford?
You know, maybe he does look a little bit like Gedman, you know?
Thank you.
In fact, he's a spitting image of
There you go, see?
Rich Gedman. Son of a gun.
Yeah, well.
That fastball fouled out of play right side.
Whoa, what a catch by a fan. Barehand, he charged that one.
And once again, the payoff. And once again, a souvenir. .22-year-old right-hander okays the sign from Tony Pena, and that's ball 4. So with 1 out, 2 on, here comes Giambi. And a reminder, you can catch the Sox as they take on the Milwaukee Brewers on Saturday, May 24th at 6:05. And don't miss a spectacular fireworks display immediately following the game, courtesy of your radio home for White Sox baseball, AM 1000. So for tickets, just dial 312-831-1-SOX.
Have you ever seen Neil Funk and Jim Shorts together? The 2 stars of AM 1000? the Bulls announcer?
Many times.
Oh, I really thought that Jim Shorts is Neil Funk.
Jambi takes strike one. Jason has fly deep to center. He has walked and he has scored. There's strike two. So Carlos Castillo 0-2 to Jambi with Jose Canseco on deck. Jason, 26 years old, DHing tonight, an outfielder, first baseman. He's still trying to find the right combination defensively, even though they've only committed 22 errors. Their defense has not been good. As there's a nice block by Tony Pena.
Well, the A's aren't blessed with a lot of speed, so they're not going to get to a whole lot of gappers or things like that in the outfield. Although we did see Mayshore make a great play in this series against Tony Phillips.
A heck of a throw as well.
Yeah.
A couple of them.
Duffy Dyer, the interim skipper. Boy, and Carlos, too, is falling into that same rut, really taking his time with runners, particularly at second base.
Watch out. Here comes a little fan out on the field.
Why would that happen?
I don't know. That's not good for the parent to allow that. 1-2 the count. Well, he looked like about 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah.
Curveball, and he's gone. So Jambi did not foul tip it, and that's out number 2. Third strikeout for Castillo.
Good hook. Straight down, and Jambi out in front. So now Canseco, the hitter. Well, I'll tell you, we're going to have a meeting to talk about the next meeting.
Jose has lined hard to right field. He has lined a shot over the center field fence. We talked about he is now just 2 for 11. But he has hit 6 bullets.
Well, you said in the first game of the series, he's short and quick. He looks a lot. He looks real dangerous up there.
As Carlos pours that fastball, for the most part, right down the heart. Yeah, the two most dangerous hitters looking wise in this series so far have been Canseco and Spezio.
Yeah.
Ball gets away from Pena, so both runners will advance.
I think that was a cross-up right there on a curveball.
Well, let's just check out his reaction right here.
No, that should be a pass ball.
No, he just boxed it.
Yeah.
One and one to count to Canseco. Breaking ball into center field, and that's going to play to pair. It is 8-5 Athletics.
And you can see that Canseco can pick up RBIs in bunches. Good two out hitting right here. Got a breaking ball. Kept his hands back, no stride, and using his hands only. 4 runs batted in now with 23 on the season. Watch him right here. Very short stride, almost a double clutching action as he finally recognizes the spin on that curveball.
Mark McGwire. Phillips. He's there, makes the catch, and that will retire the side, but not before the 2-out single. And after 3.5, it's Oakland by 3. Eight-5 Athletics. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, Jose Canseco, a 2-run homer and a 2-run single. He has now knocked in 23 on the year, and he has hit 6 long ones as Lyle Mouton will lead it off for the good guys. It'll be Mouton, Dave Martinez, and Tony Pena. Lyle lays off that high fastball. He singled and scored back in the 1st inning. Lyle hitting an even .333 as he stands in. Good curveball. And he wants another one. Only one other game in action in the American League. Toronto hitting in the top of the 2nd, leading the Twinkies 2-0. That's Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. Off-speed pitch. Lyle way out in front. Then to count 1-2. Tony Batista. So 1 out, and let's check out tonight's Athletic Trivia question and answer. What White Sox players hit the most game-winning home runs at New Comiskey Park? And the answer is Robin Ventura.
See?
Here's Dave Martinez, cranked out a 2-run homer. That was his 2nd of the year. Got a curved ball up a little bit from Tailgater, and he hammered it. Breaking ball, fakes the bunt and takes down low. There's a fastball strike. 8 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Athletics. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Sox. If you're just tuning in, Sox with 5 runs in the 1st inning. That 3-run homer by Dave Thomas and that 2-run shot by Dave. A's came up with 4 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd. As there's a shot base hit. Three-run homer by Frank Thomas in the 1st. 2-run homer by Martinez, and then the A's with 4 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. So Dave's 2 for 2, 1 out, and here's Tony Pena. Tailgater got Pena with a good curveball. Just off the corner. Tony looking down at that handsome man, the coach at 3rd, Doug Rader.
You are so right. Correct even.
Decent lead by Dave Martinez as that fastball foul back, and that evens the count at 1. So a ball is striking out here in the Sox 4th. There's a rooster.
Fine 3rd baseman during his playing career.
He was outstanding.
Oh yeah, good power too.
That curveball a little bit low. Right here, you tailgater, who's predominantly shown us tonight his best pitch being the hook. Boy, if you're the base runner, you got some speed. What you try to do is try to find or sneak a peek at Williams, or trying to find out when he's going to throw that curveball, get a good lead, good jump, and take off.
I like the concept.
Are they going to go over to first? Yes, they are. They've stretched out that lead a little longer. Usually when you see that full hand come down to 5 like that in 1, they'll have different signs for the pitcher to throw over. That fastball. And the count 2-2. Fans trying to get Sox going with a few chants here at the ballpark. After the first inning, tailgater. Oh, he retired 8 in a row until that base hit by Dave Martinez. And time is called. Another good lead by Dave. He does not go, and there's a ground ball. Spezio, Batista, rack him up. 32nd double play turn by the Athletics this year, and after 4 they lead at 8-5.
Fifth inning from Comiskey Park in Chicago. Our Southwest Airlines tail of the tape. 8-6-0 for the Oakland A's, 5-6-0 for the White Sox. Sox put that 5 spot on the board in the first inning. A 3-run homer by the big hurt Frank Thomas, and a 2-run shot by Dave Martinez, and nothing but goose eggs since then off Dave tailgater. Jose Canseco has put on quite a show. A 2-run homer in the third and a 2-out 2-run single in the 4th inning for the A's, and Oakland scored 4 in the second. 3 on the homer by Tony Batista. George Williams also has an RBI. Geronimo Baroja hits one deep to left field. Back is Albert Bell to the warning track, and the wall makes the catch. Ooh, I thought that one was out of here off the bat. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 5th inning. And the patio area at Comiskey Park offers groups of 20 or more the ultimate pregame party. Watch batting practice at field level 2 hours prior to the game while enjoying an all-you-can-eat buffet. An all-you-can-eat buffet. Buffet. For information, call the sales department at 312-674-1000. Bertucci boys. Ribs. Burgers. That was a shot foul. Wow, Scott Spezio got a quick bat. He's one of those guys that might hit better at the major league level than he did in the minor leagues. George Brett is a good example of that. 262 last year at Edmonton. And there he is, Rookie of the Year candidate from Morris, Illinois. Scott struck out his last time up there. He's 4 for 10 in the series, though, hitting at 296. That's good. There's a shot to center field. Martinez, yes. Boy, I'll tell you what, that was rising. David took the drop step and was right there to make the catch, but he had to jump. This ball is scalded. Whoa. David took a step in, then had to drop step and go back. Make a pretty good play out of it. So a line out, and here's Dave Magadan. 2 up, 2 down. There's a grounder, and that's going to find a hole. Boy, that was a C&I dog right there. Oakland now with 7 hits. Here's George Williams. The Rich Gedman lookalike is 2 for 2 in RBI, and he scored 2. So George hitting at .258 as he stands in, raising his average from .207 prior to tonight's ball game. Tony Phillips right at the cut of the grass at third base. Sox in the outfield are straight away, giving him the lines. And there's a grounder foul by Jeff Fisher. First base coach for Oakland, Ron Washington, is over at third. Go Fish. They have Fish and Cluck. That pitch is fouled. At home plate. So 0-2 on Williams. Final game of this homestand will be tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock. Wilson Alvarez will be opposed by Willie Adams. Big right-hander for Oakland. Carlos Castillo. Curveball grounded. Frank on his knees makes the catch. Glove save, and that'll retire the side. First time the Sox have got him out in 3 innings. We are halfway home. Good guys trail by 3.
Well, the pitch was a changeup, and all I was trying to do is try to hit the ball hard and hopefully get it to fall somewhere so we can score the run and win the game.
Good speed of second, Paco Martin. There's a shot. Base hit into right field. They're waving Paco around. Canseco gets to it to throw. Not in time. Sox win it. 3-2 on the base hit by Dave Martinez.
That was our Discover Card payback playback. Dave Martinez, the man of the hour last night. Sox winning 3-2 in extra innings. But they trail by 3, but a lot of baseball yet to be played tonight. Ozzie Guillen takes fastball strike on the inside corner. Dave Telgater, 6'3", 213-pounder. From Slate Hill, New York. Pitches popped foul. That'll be out of play. Souvenir. Doink. So Ozzie's down in the count 0-2. Well, since the first inning, the Sox have gotten 1 hit off Tailgater, but he was erased in a double play last inning. We've got to get those bats moving again. Doug Drabek lasted only 2 1/3, gave up 6 runs on 4 hits. He walked 3. Popped up in the infield. McGuire coming on. He'll make the catch. 1 out. So we go to the top of the order. Tony Phillips doubled and scored the first inning and grounded to second in the second. Tony hitting at .296 as he stands in. Dave Telgater is 0-1 coming into this ball game, career against the Sox, but a good .27 earned run average as he hangs that curveball up high. Major League career 11-14. That pitch is down low. Boy, Drabek staked to that 5-0 lead, and of course Doug coming off of that great effort against California. 7 innings, gave up 1 run on 2 hits, and the Sox pitching on the homestand has just been great. Starting pitching 167 coming into tonight's game over the on this current homestand, and that will conclude tomorrow afternoon. Tony steps out. Ray Durham is on deck, and hopefully Frank Thomas will get a chance to swing this inning. Outfield playing Tony to hit the opposite way slightly. Big gap in right center. Tailgater, fastball. Tony slashes that one foul, out of play left side. And somebody made a good catch. Good crowd on hand. Hey, a tough crowd. The lady caught the ball. Bring your glove to the game. Tony's got a 3-2 pitch coming up here. Phillips last year walked 125 times. Could use him on base right here. Fastball grounded left side. Batista. No, he's safe. That'll be an infield single for Tony Phillips. I thought Magadan could have cut that ball off and made an easier play of it. Duffy Dyer doesn't like the call by Al Clark. What do you think? Just as I thought, safe. So Tony, the runner at first base, 3 for 3 in stolen bases as Durham steps in. Ray 1 for 2, a run scored. He came home on that 3-run shot by Frank Thomas in the first inning. Tony Phillips now is 2 for 3 in this ball game, getting that average back up over 300. 1 out in the 5th. 8-5 Oakland as that pitch shot into left field. A bullet by Durham. So runners at first and second, and here comes the big hurt. I like that swing by Ray Durham.
When Ray doesn't try to win the ball game every time he goes to the plate, he puts a lot of pressure on himself. When he goes up there and just protects the plate, he has such tremendous talent. Well, you're talking about a bundle of talent. You're looking at it right there. He can do a lot of things. He just goes right with it. That's where he's hitting it where it's pitched. But right here, the nice confrontation coming up. Big Frank as Bob Cluck goes out. Frank got a hanging breaking ball off Tailgater the first time up and ripped it out of here for that 3-run homer in the first inning. Then in the third, got a fastball inner half of the plate and popped it up.
Yeah.
I would imagine what Cluck's talking about right here is let's don't let Frank beat us on an off-speed pitch or a mistake.
Don't chicken out, he's saying.
No, I don't think he's putting it exactly that way, you know.
Cluck's not saying that?
No. I think they're going to try to show him something off speed, and I think they're going to try to get him out with that heater inside.
I would suspect so. So we'll see. First pitch coming up to Frank. That's a fastball, misses inside. Time you see that catcher setting up on the inside corner, righty versus righty, you could bet it's going to be a fastball. Frank hitting at .351 as he stands in. He now has homered 4 times with 22 runs batted in. Coming in there again, it's a heater, and he takes it inside. 2-0, so he's looking good. Now trick him with the curveball. You got him set up. Yeah, right. Here's Albert. 1 out, runners at first and second. A 2-0 pitch coming up to Frank Thomas. He misses in there. Once again, 3 straight fastballs inside. All right, Frank, now look for it in there. And if you like it, hit it in the Sox bullpen. If you don't like it, don't swing. Coming in there again. He missed 4 straight times inside. So the bases are loaded for Albert Bell. That's just a first walk issued by Dave Tailgater. 77 pitches already. Boy, he's been frugal with his pitch count. That means cheap, Hawk. 34 in the first inning and then hardly any since then.
Being around you, I'm very well aware of that word.
That's cruel. You know that? That's truth. I mean, cruel. Here we go. Come on now, but the Hawkeroos picked the click. He can get back in the ball game. Bases loaded. That's good. 7 salamis, 364. He wants it away, and that fastball misses. So all of a sudden, Tailgater, he's pitching defensively right now, the last couple guys. Don't walk him, but don't give him anything good to hit.
I think it's justifiable.
Infield looking for 2. And they're going to get it. 6, 4, 3. That'll do it. The Sox come up empty here in the 5th. It's still 8-5 Oakland.
Top of the 6th inning, 8-5 Athletics. It'll be Tony Batista in the top of the order. Damon Mayshore and Jason Giambi to face Carlos Castillo. In relief of Doug Drabeck. Castillo coming back. Or coming on in the ball game back in the 3rd inning. As Batista takes first pitch, ball 1. He's 1 for 2. A 3-run homer. That coming in the 2nd inning. Outfield playing him around to the right as he's out in front. Hooks that one high and foul over the Sox dugout. $28,816 in attendance tonight. Beautiful day here in Chicago. A little chilly this evening. Like this nippy. There's a breaking ball. Couldn't get it. The count moves to 1-2. And if you're just joining us, Sox with 5 runs. All 5 of their runs coming in the 1st inning. Oakland with 4 in the 2nd. 2 in the 3rd and 2 in the 4th. There's a little number by Castillo. Ozzie got a bare hand. Yes, what a play. Good play by Ozzie Guillen. If he goes to the glove, got no chance to make the play. So here's Damon Mayshore. Damon has struck out. He has popped up to right. He has walked, and he has scored. Fouls that pitch back. Finale tomorrow afternoon. Wilson Alvarez against Willie Adams. It's a 7-game road trip. And our next game coming your way right here over WGN Sports will be Monday. First of that 2-game series from the Big A in Anaheim. Danny Darwin against the Southpaw Allen Watson. A little jam job into center field. Dave Martinez is there, and that's out number 2. And as Jason Giambi steps up to the plate, let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station. WGN-TV, Chicago.
On with Tom Paciori, Ken Harrelson from Comiskey Park in Chicago. Giambi 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He has fly deep to center, struck out. That fastball evens the count at 1. Boy, Jamie Navarro. What a nice job he did last night. 7 innings, 1 run, 6 hits, 4 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Unfortunately, could not pick up the victory, but the Sox won it in 10 innings, 3-2. Dave Martinez single, scoring Paco Martin. Last 3 times out, he has just been awesome.
Yeah, he really has. His fastball's been overpowering. It looks like he's throwing a little cutter. The slider's got good movement to it, and the split finger pitch has been good also. Not overthrowing things. He went through a little bit of a period right there where it looked like he was throwing everything almost the same speed.
Curveball. He's gone. That'll retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for our young Carlos Castillo. And after 5.5, it's 8-5 bad guys. Athletics by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Baines, Mouton, and Martinez to face Dave Tailgater. Harrell 0 for 2. He's grounded to second. He is grounded to Mark McGuire at first. Tailgater turns that one over, misses low and away. Harrell hitting at 307 as he stands in. Well, Harrell's been driving the ball well to left field. As that curveball drops that one nicely over, and that evens the count at 1. And if you're just joining us, checking some other scores for you. In the American League, 5 finals. Texas beat Boston 11-5 at Fenway. It was Detroit 6, Cleveland nothing at Tiger Stadium. Just misses right there, 2-1. Sweet Lou's Mariners in 11 beat the Orioles 3-2. That was at Camden Yards. Yankees beat the Royals 5-2 in New York. That's foul. In that Yankee ball game, Joe Torre was ejected before the game started.
Frank Farraco?
He was
Why?
ejected because of a previous call the day before. And he got into a heated discussion with Rich Garcia, and Garcia threw him out.
I see.
That's fouled out of play. That's only the 2nd time that Joe has been ejected since he's been manager of the Yankees. Other action showed Milwaukee over the Angels 4-3 at County Stadium, and in the bottom of the 3rd at Minnesota, Toronto leading the Twins 2-1. Giants beat the Cubs 4-2 in San Francisco. That ball hit deep in the left center field. Damon Mayshore, he won't get this one.
Get up.
That's off the gap sign. So Harrell starts things off here in the bottom of the 6th inning with his 3rd 2-bagger of the season. Well done, Harrell.
He smoked that one. Well, I'll tell you, Harrell's got great power the other way. Boy, he stayed back nicely on this one. He's getting into a real good groove at the plate. Breaking ball out over the plate. Watch his hands stay back. That hang time, keeping those hands back. Contact out front. Bang.
So that'll bring up Lyle Mouton. Lyle has single scored, and he's grounded to short. Lyle trying to take it opposite field, fouls it out of play. Steve Montgomery. Who's that?
That's
Buddy Groom.
Wetzel.
Gary Buddy Groom III out of Dallas, Texas.
That's him.
Double-barreled activity as a count 0-1 to Lyle Mouton. It's 1-1. Other National League action shows Houston leading Florida 3-2. Fish hitting in the bottom of the 6th. Pirates hitting in the bottom of the 7th, trailing the Bravos 7-3. A 2-2 tie. Colorado at Philadelphia. That game in the bottom of the 7th. And no score in New York at St. Louis. That's in the bottom of the 4th. Breaking ball. That's fair. Magadan to Hopper. Backhands it. Long peg in time, so Baines remains at second, and there's one out. And right now, let's check out who's cleaning up in baseball. After a slow start, the White Sox hitters are starting to heat up as a team. The Sox are batting .317 in May. You can see what Thomas, Bell, Mouton, Baines, Paco. There's Paco. And here's Dave Martinez. Dave, a 2-run homer and a line shot single. Takes that pitch inside. Outfield spread out and shading him around to the left. Pours that fastball right down the heart.
Yeah, that was a great pitch to hit right there.
Tails that side, so Tailgater has shown us tonight an occasional change. A couple of those he's thrown, but the fastball, a curve, and he'll turn it over. A little sinker action.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like he might be throwing a 2-seamer and a 4-seamer. Martinez averaged up to 276 with that homer and that single. Now, George Williams wants to have the confidence.
Well, Dave in this series has shown that he's really staying back on the off-speed pitches. You would think that Tailgater would try and throw that fastball right here, probably the sinker.
Williams to the outside. There it is, but it missed in the count. 3-1. Tony Pena on deck. And a reminder, all children ages 14 and under attending the Sunday, May 25th Sox game against the Brewers will receive fielder's gloves, compliments of Coca-Cola. Tickets for that 105 game are available by dialing 312-831-1-SOX. Nice gap in right center. The 3-1. Pops him up left field. Canseco comes on. So 2 out, and here comes Tony Pena. Tony 0 for 2 tonight. Tony struck out to end the first inning, hit into a 4-6-3 double play in the fourth. Curveball, good one. That's off the plate. So the count 1-1. Harold trying to get a good lead down there with the Oakland outfield playing as shallow as they do. Certainly a line shot to center field. From what we've seen of Damon Mayshore, he'll have a shot unless Harold gets a good jump. That's looped out into right field. Brewer was playing shallow. He goes back, hauls it in, and that'll retire the side. So the leadoff double goes by the boards after 6. It's Oakland by 3.
Bringing Chicago to your computer. WGN-TV on the web. www.wgntv.com.
We are into the top of the 7th inning. 8-7-0 for the Athletics, 5-9-0 for the good guys. It'll be Canseco, McGuire, and Baroa. Canseco lined hard to right field his first trip. Hit a home run, a 2-run shot over the center field fence in the 3rd. Had a 2-out, 2-run single in the 4th. So Carlos Castillo's got his work cut out for him here. Outfield swings around to the left. Breaking ball strike. Fastball upstairs. Well, you get a guy like Canseco, who is short and quick like he has been in this series. We talk about so often, you better think about going inside on him. As Pena wanted in there, and he just missed out over the plate.
Or at least get him to think inside a little bit. Boy, you leave anything out over the plate.
Well, the greatest feeling in the world that a hitter can have is when he can go to the plate and not worry about anything inside. Look for the ball out over the plate, then you can go to work.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the 3-1. Gets that one off the end of the bat. So a full count to the big, strong Jose Canseco. Did he go? Yes, he did, says home plate umpire Greg Kosk, and that is the 5th strikeout for Carlos Castillo. And here comes Mark McGuire, and of course he has lost a few long ones, and earlier before the game Wimpy had a chance to talk to him about a couple of those shots.
Last year you hit a home run here at Comiskey Park off that New Era Cap building over there. What does it feel like to hit a ball that far? Because I know you've hit a few like that this year too.
Well, it's just, it's one of those things that when the bat meets the ball, you just know it goes. I don't put much emphasis on how far it goes. I just try to get it right over the fence, and if it goes far, it goes far. But I let you guys and the players make a big deal out of it.
That pitch outside. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Popped up to second, struck out, and he's popped up in foul territory to Tony Phillips at third. There's a breaking ball strike. 2-1 the count. They measured that home run he hit last year here at 470 feet.
Yep, every bit of that.
Bounced up on top of the cap out there.
He's been on the top of the roof or over the roof in left field at Tiger Stadium, and that's only been done a couple times in 100 years or so.
I think that's the 4th or the 5th time.
Something like that, yeah.
I know Frank Howard did it. Killebrew. Cecil Fielder.
Oh, yeah.
So here's Baroa. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Last time up, he just missed one out. Carlos, high towering drive in a left field that almost went out of here. No activity in the Sox pen, but we have activity in the Athletic pen. Steve Montgomery. Eight runs on 7 hits for the A's, 5 runs on 9 hits for the Sox. It's 2-0. Remember that home run he hit against Roberto in Oakland?
Oh, yeah.
Talking about Mark McGuire. That is as quick as any ball I have ever seen leave a ballpark.
Yeah. He swung, the ball hit the bat, and then it hit the cement out there in left field. Yeah.
Carlos falling behind Baroa, 3-1. Now we're going to have some activity down in that Sox pen. There's the southpaw Mike Bertotti. He walks Baroa. So he strikes out Canseco, walks McGuire and Baroa. And here comes Terry Bevington. So he's made the call to the bullpen. He wants the southpaw Mike Bertotti. So Bertotti trots in from the bullpen in left field. A break in action. We'll be back with Mike's numbers in just a moment.
Carlos Castillo works 4 innings for the White Sox, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs. He is responsible for the 2 base runners that he walked this inning. There's 1 out in the 7th, and Mike Bertotti comes on. No record, 7.36 earned run average in 8 appearances. Mike has given up 9 hits in 3 2/3, 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. So Scott Spezio is going to be the first hitter. And Alan Levine warming up for the Sox in the bullpen. So Spezio, who is 1 for 3, a double, and has scored a run. 4 for 11 so far in this series. Big guy from Morris, Illinois. Dave Magadan is on deck. The Sox looking for 2. Well, the bats have gone south since the first inning. Sox put 5 on the board, have yet to score since then. Of Dave Tailgater. So here's Spezio batting at .294. A good start for the youngster, 24 years old. He certainly is a leading candidate for the Rookie of the Year in the American League. Nomar Garcia-Parra for the Red Sox, also a very good candidate. There's a slider down and in. Pena just did get a glove on it. McGuire, the runner at second base. Baroja at first. Not a whole lot of speed out there, but both of them are good base runners. I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't want to tackle Mike McGuire. Wouldn't he? That pitch down low. Mark's brother was a quarterback in the NFL. Spent some time with the Seahawks. I don't know if he's still playing. So Spezio in good shape right here at 2-0. And fans, speaking of the New Era cap corner, you can get the cap the pros wear. Make sure McGuire's not hitting while you're in there. It's located in the left field corner of the Comiskey Park main concourse. Stop by the New Era Cap Corner on Wednesday, May 21st between 7 and 8:30 and meet former White Sox slugger Belton Bill Melton. That's up high, 3-0. I want to say hi to my sister watching the game in Cleveland, Sister Joanne. St. Stanislaus. That's down low. So 3 walks in this inning, and the Sox are in trouble. Boy, Terry Bevington does not like that. Well, Magadan is being called back, and it looks like Scott Brocious will pinch hit. Scott, who has not had a whole lot of luck in this series. Off to a slow start, but he's a good player. And I'm sure he'll be back with some numbers. Right now he's going to get an opportunity to drive home some runs and put a little distance in that 3-run lead that the A's enjoy right now.
Now, Scott 0 for 6 in this series, but as we mentioned, when you're going bad, all of a sudden hit a ball hard. It's right at somebody, and Tony Phillips turned a smash into a double play off of him last night. So Terry Bevington making sure with home plate umpire Greg Kosk that Brocious has been announced, and he's going to go make a change. So another break in the action. We'll be back with the numbers on the new Sox pitcher in just a moment. Eight-5 Athletics, bases loaded, one out here in the top of the 7th inning. Mike Bertardi pitched to one guy. He walked him. That was Scott Spiezio. So Al Levine comes on. There his numbers. 14th appearance, 1-1. No saves, 12 innings, 14 hits, 7 walks, 11 strikeouts. And there's Scott Brocious. So if you're just tuning in, Sox with 5 runs in the first inning. 3-run shot by the big hurt Frank Thomas, 2-run blast by Dave Martinez. Things were looking real good at that point. I mean, real good. But all of a sudden, after 2 out, they scored 4 in the second. Then they added 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. And as he takes up his warm-up tosses right here, reminder tonight after the game on WGN News, Jamie Navarro's personal side. And he's throwing some curveballs. Plus, the Bulls get back on track. Dan Ruin, Silkman, is live down in Atlanta. All this and more tonight on the WGN News.
That ought to be exciting.
The Silk.
Well, Brocious, off to that bad start, batting just 160 as he steps in. 304 was his average last year for Oakland. Hit 22 homers, 71 RBIs. Good athlete at third base. There you see his numbers. 2 home runs and 10 RBIs. So he's got a great chance right here to add to those. Sox looking for 2. Fastball.
Up high.
Ooh. They've been real successful in this situation. Kind of surprising.
Outfield around to the right. Jams him right there. Pops him up. Stay in here. Big Frank, Tony giving chase, and they will not be able to make a play as it lands right on top of the Oakland dugout. Brocious is a very valuable player. Can play all the positions, which he has. And we've seen him everywhere with the exception of catching. 2-1 the count.
Yeah, Tony La Russa used to move him around a lot. Play him in all the outfield positions. We've seen him at shortstop in this series.
So a big pitch right here for Al Levine. Another good fastball. Eight 7-0 for the Athletics, 5-9-0 for the Sox. That good slider. There it is. He's gone. And a big strikeout for Al Levine.
It was a good slider, late breaker. And when you're struggling, these are the kind of pitches you get with 2 strikes. See, Scott Brocious just, everything collapses right there. Watch his front side. That hip opens up real early. His hands really don't have much left. And the end result, a strikeout.
So here's George Williams. He's 2 for 3 with a couple runs scored. Well, we talk about maxing out your fastball. There he maxed out his slider. Threw in 4 straight fastballs, and then on the 5th one comes with that good slider and punches him out. Outfield straight up. That's down low, and the count evens at 1. He's on top of ball and 2 strikes. Turns it over, just misses the outside corner. Good effort by Levine. Yes, he's gone. What a job by Al Levine as he strikes out Scott Brosius and George Williams with the bases loaded. 7th inning stretch. It's 8-5 A's. Right now, it's time to check out our Miller Lite Major League scoreboard. There you see Buddy Bell's Tigers shut out the Tribe 6-0 in Detroit. It was 11-5. The Wranglers over the Red Sox in Boston. 5-2. Yankees over the Royals at the stadium. Mariners over the Orioles 3-2 in 11. That was at Oriole Park. 4-3. Brewers beat the Angels at County Stadium. Blue Jays leading the Twinkies 5-1 in the 4th. That's in Minnesota. Over in the National League, Giants over the Cubs 4-2 in San Francisco, a 3-3 tie. The Rockies at Philadelphia 3-2. Astros over the Fighting Fish in the 7th. Atlanta hammering the Pirates 9-3. That's in the 9th at Three Rivers. Mets leading St. Louis 1-0 in the 6th. And later on, Montreal takes on the Dodgers in Los Angeles. Bullinger against Park. And Cincinnati at San Diego. Morgan against Sterling Hitchcock. Scott Brosius remains in the ball game at third base, and Wimpy, a pitching change for the Athletics.
26-year-old right-hander Steve Montgomery comes out. He's from Westminster, California. He's 6'4", 212-pounder, and Steve was the guy the Oakland A's got for Dennis Eckersley last year. This season, 0-1, a 13.5 ERA. He's appearing in his second game. 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 3 walks. Whoa!
So Montgomery will face Ozzie. Then the top of the order, Tony Phillips and Ray Durrow. Ozzie 0 for 2. He has flied to left, and he has popped up to Mark McGwire. Base runners. Need some base runners. Big Bob. And
yes.
There's strike 1. Outfield short, around to the left. Brosius in close at third. Big Mark McGwire even with the bag, off the line at first. There's a shot by Scott Brosius. So Ozzie starts things off here in the bottom of the 7th with a solid single.
Brosius almost came up with that, but he's playing in, guarding against the bunt. Hit very hard to his right. Couldn't come up with a backhand stab. And a fastball up and away. So the leadoff man on. Yes, it is. Ozzie gets his hands up above the ball and smokes it by the A's third baseman. Come on.
Tony 2 for 3. A double, a run scored in the first, and an infield single in the 5th. Phillips hitting a .303 as he stands up at that dish as he fakes the bunt. Takes ball 1. Williams to the outside, and it's 2-0. A little stirring around down in that Oakland pen. There's a 6'8" right-hander, Mark Akers. That ball hit to Tony Batista. Over to Spezio. And look at that turn. What a turn of the double play by Scott Spezio. Now Ron Jackson is thrown out of the ball game by Al Clark. That's the third double play turn by the A's.
Well, that really bailed out Montgomery. He was 2-0 on Phillips. Tony hit that ball to the right of Batista.
Ron Jackson very seldom argues, Wimpy. Let's check it out right here. That's easy to see why he is irate. Dwyer's foot definitely off the bag when he caught the ball. So on his birthday, he gets thrown out.
Well, happy belated birthday, Jack.
Yeah, right.
He had a mouthful to say. As you can see, Mark McGwire's a good first baseman, but he just can't stretch that big body out there far enough to keep his foot on the bag. So, you know, that could be very significant because of the fact that Ray Durham doesn't reach. Frank Thomas won't hit in this inning, and chances are he might not bat again in this game.
So Bill Buckner will move on down to first base to take Papa Jack's place. And we'll take one more look at it. Let's watch his foot and watch the reception of the throw. Foot's starting to come off. It's off. Now the ball is caught.
Yeah.
Ray Durham with a bunt. Montgomery falls down. He's going to have no play. That'll be an infield single for Ray Durham on his second bunt hit of the game. Now that play really looms large.
Oh, yeah. Boy, Frank would be the tying run. Montgomery just lost his footing. He had plenty of time to throw Ray out. That was not a real good bunt. Whoa, he just goes down as he's fielding it. You don't put a whole lot on that throw when you're on your back.
So here's Big Frank. He's 1 for 2, a 3-run homer in the first inning. He walked in the 5th. Good lead by Durham. As Frank looks at that fastball upstairs. Now, one thing about that play at first base, Wimpy, Clark was not out of position, and it's just tough to see the first baseman's foot from that angle. I mean, very, very tough. And I'm not trying to defend him at all. I'm just saying that's a tough play for the umpire. And it was, even though his foot was definitely off the bag, he just couldn't see that.
Yeah, and the ball beat him.
Yes, it did. Can't blame Papa Jack. And on that play right there, it's hard to blame Al Clark.
Sure.
No pitch, strike call time.
Well, they've been throwing Frank a lot of fastballs since he hit the 3-run homer in the first inning. Got him out with a fastball in the third, then he walked him the last time. That was Tailgater on 4 consecutive inside heaters. Coming in.
Gets the inside half. So it's 1-1. A ball, a strike, 2 out here in the Sox 7th. There goes Durham. Throw by Williams, not in time. So Ray picks up his 10th stolen base.
Good jump by Durham, as you can see. Fastball inside. George Williams really didn't have that much of a chance to throw Durham out there, so he's in scoring position.
And more importantly, a 2-1 count to Thomas. Now Williams once again wants to meet with his pitcher.
Well, we have had more meetings with that when the runners are at second base.
28,816 in attendance as Albert awaits what he hopes to be his turn with a couple of guys on. It's 3-1.
Let me think. Inside fastball.
That's a good call, Duke, you know.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Williams setting up on the outside. There's a breaking ball, misses, and that's ball 4, so here comes a tying run.
Keep turning that lineup over.
And the interim skipper, Duffy Dyer, coming out, as we mentioned earlier. If you're joining us late, Art Howell, his daughter's graduation. He's going to make a change. And he wants that big right-hander, Mark Aker. So another break in the action from Comiskey Park, bottom of the 7th inning. A pitching change for the A's here in the bottom of the 7th inning as they lead it 8-5 with 2 out. Durham at second, Thomas at first. That'll be Mark Aker. Dave Tailgater started, went 6 innings. Steve Montgomery went 2/3, and there's his record, 2-0. Making his 15th appearance, 5.17 ERA. No saves, 15 2/3, 20 hits, 8 walks, and has 12 strikeouts.
Ooh. Think about Aker. Got to be tough to hit from the right side of the plate. Big right-hander. He hides the ball at all. He's not overpowering.
You got to get by his motion.
Yeah, his motion is really the key for him.
Well, Albert's faced him 5 times in his career. He has 2 hits and 1 homer.
That's good. Well, Steve Montgomery was really kind of all over the place. He was bailed out by that double play off the bat of Tony Phillips. Tony had a 2-0 pitch, grounded it in the hole, and the A's were able to get him off the hook temporarily. And then Ray Durham's bunt was not a good one, and he fell down trying to get it. And Ray was safe at first base. Now the walk to Frank Thomas puts the tying run at the plate. Here's Big Albert.
Another 6'8" right-hander, Billy Taylor, along with the southpaw Buddy Groom. How about 8? Neat. Albert wants to look at that agate. And here we go. 8-7-0 for the Athletics, 5-11-0 for the Sox. Albert 0 for 3. Williams on the outside. As Albert takes strike 1. Albert checks it up, takes ball 1, so a 1-1 count. There's a base hit into right field. Here comes Ray Durham. He's going to score. Frank on his way to third. And it's an 8-6 ball game on a single by Albert Bell.
He didn't hit it real hard. It looked like it was off the end of the bat, but he's so strong. And he finds a hole. So Albert drives home his 20th run of the season. He sees a slider. Falls off of it just a bit. I would imagine Groom would be, maybe not.
Yeah, here comes the Duffmeister. Now Harold walking back over. We might see Paco Martin. Another break in the action from Comiskey Park. Tying runs aboard, and we'll be back with the numbers in just a moment.
(8-6) Oakland, but the Sox have put a run on the board. The RBI single by Albert Bell. And Harold Baines will bat against Wetzel Gary Buddy Groom III from Dallas, Texas. He's 1-1, 7.56 earned run average in 17 appearances. 8 1/3, giving up 15 hits. That's a bunch. 6 walks. A lot of chances to score against him. 7 strikeouts. I like this not pinch hitting for Harold here.
Well, you said what are left-handers hitting off Buddy Groom?
Right in that 480 area. He's got a lot more success against right-handed hitters than lefties. And Harold, when he's hot, you can hit anybody. He's swinging the bat real well. Doubled his last time up there.
Harold 1 for 3 on the evening. Well, there's some guys like that. Left-handers who have a lot more success against right-handed hitters, and vice versa. Where'd you get your numbers, Big Bob?
My service might have been off.
Here we go.
Billy Beane.
Earl takes ball 1. Big Frank at third. Albert at first. There's a breaking ball strike on the outside corner. That one's low. Lyle Mouton on deck, but Harold in good shape right here with 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a shot into left field. Canseco will not get this one. Frank scores. They're waving Albert around. He is hauling, coming around third base. Here's the throw off the mark, and this game is tied at 8. Yeah!
It doesn't matter who's pitching when Harold Baines is swinging the bat well. He's going to rip it in that gap. Well, he has really found that left center field when he's swinging well. Harold worked the count in his favor. That'll be a double and an error, allowing him to get the third. It's a slider. He hung it over the inner half of the plate, but Harold goes that way so well. Got the pitch he wanted. Hit a good hitter's count.
I'm glad he's here.
Me too.
There you see the tailing throw by Batista hits Albert. Boy, that's a good feeling right there. When you slide home, you know it's going to be a close play and that ball hits you because you know you are safe.
Yes, sir.
So on that, Baines moves into third as Duffy Dyer. An 8-8 tie. Sox, if you're joining us late, scored 5 in the first. And then that has been it since this inning. Dyer's going to go to that pin. Another break, and we'll be back in a moment. Harold Baines knocks in a pair with his second double of the ball game.
That away, Hal. Boy,
Man.
3 runs after 2 were out. That was that controversial double play, too. Numbers on Billy Taylor. He's usually their closer, but they need him early. 7 saves, 6.59 ERA with a 1-1 record. 18 hits allowed, 13 2/3. Wow, 13 walks. Man, a lot of chances to score against him. And just 6 strikeouts. Another guy, basically a slider ball pitcher. You got to get past his motion.
And Skip Ellison reminds us that this whole thing started when Papa Jack caused a little commotion out there, got thrown out. His things, rolling a little bit, Duke.
Happy birthday, Papa Jack.
There you go. So Lyle Mouton will hit against Taylor. Lyle singled and scored in the first. Grounded to short in the fourth. Grounded to third in the sixth. Outfield swung around to the left. As there's a sinker strike on the inside corner. That's inside. Remember that Baltimore game we were watching the other day when he was pitching to Ripken, Wembley?
Oh, yeah.
Running those sinkers.
Oh, yeah.
Cal's ass. Cal fighting him off. Finally drew a walk.
Didn't he fall one off his chest?
Man, it looked like it. Slider.
Good play.
And that's what he'll do. He'll run that sinker way inside on you. Come back with that big sweeping slider. Going in the dirt here. He gets Mouton. It'll retire the side, but not before the Sox tie this thing up with 3 2-out runs, and we'll go to the 8th. Tied at 8. Sox with 3 big tallies, 2-out tallies in the 7th inning have tied this thing up at 8. It'll be Batista in the top of the order. Damon Mayshore and Jason Giambi to face Al Levine. Tony Batista 1 for 3, a 3-run homer in the 2nd inning. Way back when, starting pitchers, Doug Graybeck for the Sox, Dave Tailgater for the Athletics. Fastball, a little bit high. Another one upstairs, and the count 2-0. Checking a couple of the scores for you. Mets leading the Cardinals. That's 2-0. With the Metropolitans hitting in the top of the 8th. There's a strike. Extra innings at Philadelphia. The Rockies and the Phillies tied at 3. Atlanta beat Pittsburgh 9-3 at Three Rivers. Houston hitting in the top of the 9th, leading the Fighting Fish 3-2 as that pitch just misses. 3-1 to count. And this afternoon, the Giants beat the Cubs 4-2 in San Francisco. That's ball 4. So Batista, the leadoff man. That's the 8th walk issued by Sox pitching today. Well, as Damon Mayshore will make his way to the plate, let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Well, with Tom Troy, Ken Harrelson from Comiskey Park, and a reminder, immediately following our ball game tonight, it will be the WGN News. Dan Rowan to tell you all about that big Bulls victory down in Atlanta.
Is he bunting here?
It would be for me.
And for moi. Tony Phillips thinks so.
Tony way in on the grass. He is not. And he takes strike one on the inside corner. So we'll see if Dyer was giving him one shot. Ron Washington checking into the dugout, getting his sign. Now he'll go through his sequence. A little action and play to win on the road and tie at home sometimes is not the way it's supposed to be done. There's a strike and a count 0-2. They aced him on the inside corner. Comes right back with another beauty on the outside corner.
And he wasn't bunting there either.
Watch out. Throws that bat all the way out to the shortstop.
That slider from Al.
Outfield around to the right. Nothing into the count to Mayshore. One hopper. Frank's got it. Steps on the bag. Goes to second base in time. Yes! A 3-6 twin killing. Good play by the Big Hurt.
Throw that leather, Frank. He made a great throw to second also. Watch it right here. The ball is trying to get down that first baseline for extra bases. Frank very calmly steps on the bag. A perfect peg to Ozzie. Right over the top of Batista. That's nice.
So here's Jason Giambi. Giambi 0 for 3. He has walked and he has scored. Sinker a little bit low. There's a ground ball. Ozzie backs up, gets a bit of a tough hop over to Big Frank in time, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Tied at 8. An 8-8 tie here in the 8th inning. Dave Martinez will lead it off. Schedule hitters are Martinez, Pena, and Guillen to face Billy Taylor. Dave 2 for 3, a 2-run homer in the first and a solid single in the 4th. Scott Brocious in on the grass at 3rd. As that pitch misses low and inside.
You know, if I had to face Billy Taylor, I think I'd become a switch hitter.
There's the strike. McGuire in fairly close, guarding the line at first. Now the outfield's a little bit deeper. That's inside 2-1. Eight 13-0 for the Sox. 8-7-1 for Oakland. That's 3 balls and a strike. Ball 4, base hit, 14. Count goes full. There's a shot, base hit by Tony Batista. So the go-ahead run on at first, and here comes Tony Pena to try to get him over.
Jack Gould in there to bunt.
Tony 0 for 3. So Brosius in close. Watch out. Almost took his right kneecap off right there. They said he went in the count, 0-1.
Wow. Tell you what, Billy Taylor, by the time he unwinds that 6'8" body, I think Dave Martinez get a heck of a jump and steal second base. And then be bunted to third, be a lot easier to score.
There's a bunt fouled away and a count 0-2. We'll take another look at this first pitch.
Didn't look like it.
No. Nope. Big difference in this situation being 1-0 or 0-1. Now he's got some work to do. Big side wheeling right-handers. That pitch fouled away, and that'll be a strikeout for Taylor. So a big out for the Athletics, and here's Ozzie. Ozzie 1 for 3, that single last inning. You're joining us late, 4 home runs in the ball game. One by Canseco, a 2-run shot, 3-run blast by Tony Batista. There's a bunt. Brosius cannot make the play. Everybody's safe. Now Dave Martinez had thoughts about going to third, pulls up, and with 1 out, the Sox have 2 on.
He sure did think about going. That ball was perfect right down the third baseline, and if it's in that dirt, chances are it's going to stay fair here at Comiskey Park. Credit a base hit to Roger Bossert and his crack through. As Ozzie takes his time, pushes it right down the third baseline. Brosius knows it's going to stay fair, but that was pretty hard coming to him.
Well, the key right there, as you said, is that he knows that ball's not going to go foul. So Tony Phillips will be the next hitter. Tony 2 for 4, a double, a single, and a run scored. Outfield well around to the left, and they are short. As that sinker misses down low. Tony takes it up, takes the strike. And the count evens at 1. A ball, a strike, and out. Sox now with those 8 runs on 15 hits. There's a chopper, and that one will get fouled. So Phillips down 1-2. Christina Taylor basically just a two-pitch pitcher. Tailing fastball and the slider.
And his main pitch to the left-hander has got to be that sinker.
On the outside corner, Phillips does not like the call, and that is out number 2.
The looks of this pitch looked like a split finger pitch. Boy, look at the late movement right there.
Man, it's unhittable.
Yeah.
So here's Ray Durham. Ray 3 for 4. A couple of bunt singles, a couple of runs scored, and a stolen base. In case you're looking to the Oakland ninth, it'll be Canseco McGuire and Geronimo Baroa. It's 2-0. Al Levine, he has done a fine job. No activity down in that Sox pen. Certainly the way he's throwing the ball tonight, you can see why. There's that sinker catching the outside corner. So Ray's still in good shape at 2 balls and a strike. Wow. 2-2. There's a backdoor breaking ball, and that'll retire the side, so the Sox will strand a pair. We'll go to the ninth, tied at 8. It's Alan Levine out on the hill for the Sox here in the top of the 9th inning. He has got his work cut out for him. Canseco, McGuire, and Baroa. Allen coming on back in the 7th. He has 2 strikeouts, and he has thrown a double play ball. So here's Canseco. He is 2 for 4, a 2-run homer and a 2-run single. Takes that pitch down low. Canseco hitting at 237 as he stands in. Go along with the 6 homers and 23 ribbies. Breaking ball high, and Allen behind 2-0. There's a strike. Outfield there deep, swung around to the left. Canseco now 3 for 13 in this series, but he has swung the bat much better than that. Pena to the outside. Where's that pitch? Wow. Full count. Pena with the signs. And the payoff. Pops him up, jammed him. Ray Durham making the call. And he has the ball, 1 out, a big out.
Good pitch by Al right there. He got the fastball in on the fist of Jose Canseco. Jose wants that one out over the plate. Oh, he's got that good movement on this pitch. Good hard sinker. Running in. Started off middle of the plate and then comes over the inside part. And Jose couldn't get the head out.
And a reminder, the Sox host the Cleveland Indians for the first time this season on Monday, May 26th at 3:05 p.m. 3:05. Now the first 20,000 fans ages 21 and over will receive Miller Genuine Draft T-shirts. So for tickets, just dial 312-831-1 Sox. Here's Mark McGwire. Mark 0 for 3. He has walked once. Off the end of the bat, Ozzie, he's there, sucks it up, throws him out, and 2 gone. So in case you're looking to the Sox ninth, it'll be Thomas, Bell, and Baines.
3, 4, and 5 on both teams.
So the Sox pitchers have done a great job in making some great pitches on Mark McGwire.
Yeah.
Mark now 0 for 12 in this series. And he has not had hardly any pitch to hit out of here.
No.
There's a strike, fastball outside corner. Roy struck out, walked, fly deep to left, and then he walked again. Yes. And to count 0-2. Bro, a good fastball hitter. He just threw that one right on by him. Outfield around to the right. Huge gap in left center. If you wanted to write a textbook on how to pitch Mark McGwire, you've seen it the first 3 games. Slider, he's gone. What a job by Al Levine. A 1-2-3 inning with Canseco, McGwire, and Baroy, and we'll go to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 8. What a job by Al Levine. He has gone 2 2/3, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, no hits. And he just went through Canseco, McGwire, and Baroy in a hurry as Frank Thomas will lead it off here in the bottom of the 9th in this 8-8 tie. Sit back, relax, and strap it down.
Come on.
Slider, no. 2-0 the count. Frank, that big 3-run homer in the first. He's walked twice and has scored another run. Hitting .351 as he stands in. Outfield, swung around to the left. They're spread out. It's 3-0. No, not for me.
Okay.
He's hacking for me if he likes it.
I hope he likes it.
Breaking ball. Howard on deck.
Wow.
Here comes the sinker. And that's ball 4, the leadoff man aboard. Third walk of the evening issued to Thomas. And here comes Albert. Albert 1 for 4, but it was a biggie. That 2-out RBI single in the 7th. That single coming off the big 6'8" right-hander Mark Aker. Now he's got another 6'8" right-hander out there, and Billy Taylor.
Well, control's been a problem for Taylor so far this year. He's walked a lot of guys. As a matter of fact, he's walked twice as many as he struck out.
Dubby Dyer, the interim manager tonight. Art Howe's not here.